The pillars did not move quickly. They moved deliberately. Each rotation was slow enough to watch and too slow to ignore. At first, no one spoke. Not the guards, not the priests, not even the king, because the sound they made was wrong. Not grinding, not cracking, not mechanical, alive. Stone should not breathe. Stone should not respond. Stone should not remember. And yet, the pillars turned. The broken circle symbols carved across their surfaces began aligning one by one, not randomly, not sequentially, purposefully, as if responding to something beneath them. "Stop it," the high priest said. No one moved, because no one was touching them. "Stop it," he repeated louder. Still nothing changed. The king stepped forward instead. "How many pillars?" he asked. 12, a guard answered. "How many ritual sequences exist?" 12. The high priest turned sharply. "That is coincidence." "No," the king said. "That is design." Below the temple, Elira felt the first pillar lock into place, not as sound, as certainty. "They're opening the gate," she said. "Yes," Vaelor answered. The fracture widened again, not dramatically, not dangerously, naturally. "Were they always meant to?" she asked. "Yes." "Then why seal it?" He did not answer immediately, because some truths require timing. "To delay the choice," he said at last. Above them, the second pillar locked, then the third, then the fourth. Each alignment sent a ripple through the chamber beneath the kingdom. Each ripple echoed through the temple vault above. Each echo reached Elira like a second heartbeat. The high priest stepped into the circle. "Do not continue this." No one was continuing anything. The pillars continued themselves. "You are dismantling the seal," he said. "No," the king answered quietly. "We are revealing it." The fifth pillar turned, then the sixth, half the circle complete. Across the capital, the marble fractures began glowing brighter, not spreading anymore, connecting, street to street, wall to wall, foundation to foundation, a network, a pattern, a map no architect had drawn. Inside the palace archive chamber, scholars unrolled the oldest surviving foundation plans of the kingdom. They did not match the city above them. They matched the circle below. "This was never a temple city," one whispered. "It was a gate complex." Below, Elira stepped closer to the fracture again, so close now she could see the light reflecting in Vaelor's eyes. "You knew," she said. "Yes." "You waited." "Yes." "For me?" He paused, only briefly. For someone who would survive the contact. Above them, the seventh pillar turned, then the eighth. The chamber floor shifted again, not downward, outward, as if space itself were widening. The guards backed away instinctively. The high priest did not, because retreat now would mean recognition, and recognition meant surrender. "This was never meant to open," he said. The king answered without looking at him. "It was never meant to stay closed." Below the temple, the fracture widened another inch. The boundary between Elira and Vaelor no longer shimmered. It thinned, like fog dissolving in sunlight. "What happens when all 12 align?" she asked. Vaelor stepped closer, closer than he had ever stood before. "Then the seal stops being a wall," he said, "and becomes a passage." Above them, the 9th pillar locked into place, then the 10th. Only 2 remained. The chamber beneath the kingdom began to glow, not from torches, not from runes, from the symbols themselves. Each broken circle answered the mark on Elira's wrist across layers of stone, across distance, across time. The high priest felt it, for the first time, not as threat, as confirmation. "She is not the seal," he whispered. "No," the king answered. "She never was." Below, Elira lifted her hand toward the fracture, not touching it, not crossing it, recognizing it. "You're closer," she said. "So are you," Vaelor answered. Above them, the 11th pillar turned, locked, aligned. Only one remained. The chamber fell silent, not calm, waiting. The final pillar did not move. Not immediately, not automatically. The king looked around the circle, then toward the temple above, then toward the vault beneath, then finally toward Elira, though she was not physically there. "It's waiting," he said. "For what?" the high priest asked. "For her, below the temple." Elira felt the truth of it instantly, not instruction, invitation. "Vaelor," she whispered. "Yes. If I step forward..." The fracture brightened, not violently, not dangerously. "It will answer," he said. Above them, the final pillar began to turn, slowly, inevitably, irreversibly, across the capital. Every fracture beneath the marble streets lit at once. Every shrine floor answered, every foundation shifted, every citizen felt it. The gate beneath the kingdom was no longer hidden, no longer theoretical, no longer delayed. It was opening,